Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a bit of Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War, not Winter Assault, Dark Crusade today. The reason why we're playing Dark Crusade is because I am absolutely god-awful at the Winter Assault campaign, and, well, this is not a Let's Play, it's a bit of. So, I don't feel any obligation to finish anything at least. So we have the intro cutscene for Dark Crusade. We get our first look at the Necrons.
High ground, we'll gain the advantage. Continue the assault. Reinforcements are coming. The monolith! We destroy that and this is over! Charge!
So there we have the introduction to the Necrons, who, for full context, were a fairly new faction in 40k. This is around 3rd, maybe 4th edition, I want to say, of the game, and along with the Tau as well. Now, I did actually get a fair bit into this, but unfortunately, due to the recording my microphone being muted the entire time, I lost about over 3 hours of progress. So now we're going to play Dark Crusade. We're going to play on easy mode because I'm a wimp. Okay.
Beset on all sides by the tides of war, this once quiet colony became a savage battlefield. 7 armies clashed on this one world, each refusing to back down. Each convinced it was in the right. From beneath the sands of Cronus' central desert came the Necrons. Ancient machines bent on eradicating all life. But another evil already had its eyes on the planet. From the depths of the warp, the demonic forces of chaos arrived to enforce their claim. To oppose these fearsome powers, the planet's rulers in the Tau Empire sent their elite soldiers and sophisticated battlesuits into the fray. From the mighty Imperium of Man came the Imperial Guard, there to secure Cronus for the glory of the God Emperor. Like a green tide, the Orc horde descended on Cronus, caring little for others' claims and sowing destruction in its wake. The Eldar, ancient enemies of the Necrons, emerged from their webway to pursue their own agenda on Cronus. And last came the Space Marines, finest and most uncompromising of the Imperium's soldiers. Seeing a world beset by aliens and heretics, they undertook a great purge. A dark crusade had begun. It could only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the total defeat of all others.
Oh, so there we have it. That's our army's reasons. Now, very much like Winter Assault, we have the ability to play as multiple factions, but this time, instead of having to have 2 factions share a campaign, we now have individual campaigns. And we've got our different characters here. So by default, it's just saying Blood Ravens, Space Marines. You are Brother Captain David Thule, commanding the 3 Bloodraven companies sent to Cronus. Dark secrets and holy relics lurk on this alien-infested planet, and you must protect them. Cronus seethes with enemies, and the Space Marines will purge it clean. None can match your brothers in battle or break their indomitable will. But we've got the other members as well. I love the Tau, for example, in this game. I'd love to play them maybe one day, but in one of the video games, but I don't know what campaigns there are for them. So we'll see. You are Shas Okais, military commander of Tau forces on Cronus. While others fight for greed, pride, or conquest, you fight for the greater good. From high-tech battle suits to fearsome auxiliaries, your forces stand ready to reclaim Cronus for the Tau Empire. Ethereal Shioris has declared that you must push back the invaders. You will not fail. The Tau I love, but it's not really the Tau themselves. I don't know what their name is. I prefer the auxiliaries, so things like the Vespids and the Kroots. I love the Kroots. I'd love an army of Kroots, and they had a really good Battle Force box as well. But just imagining painting all of those guys is going to be a real pain in the ass.
You are Warlord Gorkut Zedanta, and his planet is another prize for your war. Humies and Necrons and Chaos Boys are fighting over this world, for no one is tougher or meaner than an orc, and no orc is tougher or meaner than you. Call up your hundreds of boys and crush them, all the others under your boots.
So I love orcs. They're my favourite faction in all of 40k. Except maybe like mutants and like beastmen and things like that. Like Felgor Ravagers are my favourite kill team ever. Even if maybe not mechanically or whatever. In fact, no, mechanically I like them as well, because they've got a lot of poisons and stuff. I love them. But yeah, I love the orcs as like a main army. Very creative stuff going around. Very funny. And also as well, very scary. Like, you look at some of the old Games Workshop live action movies, like Blood for the Blood God and Hive Infestation. Orcs are fucking terrifying, you know. Yeah. You are Necron Lord of the Tomb World, the living called Cronus. Eons ago you cut a swath of glorious extermination through the galaxy. Now the living infect this world anew, and you will wipe it clean. Raise your monoliths and march your deathless soldiers forward. The graves of your victims wait to be filled. So the Necrons, quick background about them. I'm not going to be playing them. As cool as an army as they are in this game and on the tabletop. The Necrons used to be a race of people called the Necron Tier, and from what I understand, they lived so close to the sun of their planet, they were suffering all kinds of irradiation, sickness, and cancers and things like that. They lived very short and miserable lives. However, as far as I can tell, a bunch of beings called the Catan, the ancient enemy of the old gods, had deceived the Necrons into saying, right, we're going to give you bodies that will outlast this sort of stuff, and we'll give the ability to travel the stars and all that, and they do. And they undergo something called biotransference, which turns them into Necrons, which are these. Now, Necron lore has been fleshed upon loads, so Necrons have a lot more personality, even senses of humour. Some of them also have a lot of their memories distorted and twisted. No one really knows how the Necrons came into being. For example, Trazyn the Infinite and Orican the Divine, in the book The Infinite and the Divine, both believe that each other dragged each other into the biotransference, the biofurnaces, to become one with living metal. The Necron Lord here probably won't have much sapience as such, but he has a lot more of than others, whereas everyone else is like a soulless Terminator. But Necron Lords can give sapience and whatnot, basically even more commands to others. Think of basically like the Necron Lord here being the administrator for a computer, and he's giving admin privileges to other generals in his forces. The Necron playstyle is very much one of heavy, slow infantry. Like, your Necron warriors are heavy infantry. Really good guys, really strong units, rather. But they also have like a mobile base as well called the Monolith, which you saw in the intro. Very, very strong, but very, very slow and expensive. You are Lucas Alexander, newly declared planetary governor militant and commander of the 1st Cronus Regiment, the Liberators. Recruited from across the Imperium of Man, your masked guardsmen and mighty armoured columns are ready to strike. Cronus has languished under alien dominion for too long. You will reclaim it for the immortal god Emperor. So as far as I could tell, the Imperium and the Tau sort of lived in relative peace on this planet, but now that you're in command, you've kind of actually got to take over, I'm not sure. Or it was originally an Imperial world that got took over by the Tau, and now you're here to take it back. You will find out why all of these factions are going to be fighting each other, even ones that might ordinarily be friendly with one another, like the Blood Ravens and the First Cronus Regiment. You are Farsia Taldia of Ulthway. You have foreseen the return of the genocidal Necrons. Now they have awoken on Cronus and must be stopped. Your warriors are among the last generations of the greatest and most terrible race to grace the galaxy. Use their gifts of stealth and speed, and your enemies will fall before you. So, the Eldar and the Necrons were in what was called the War in Heaven. And that was the war between the Old Gods and the Catan, or even Satan, if you will. And basically, the Necrons, like, you've got them, and then you've got like the mortal servants, which are the Necrons and the Eldar and whatnot. The Eldar, having the ability of the gifts of foresight, can sort of tell what's going on, and they take loss after loss after loss. So yes, yeah. A very beloved faction in 40k, though, are the Eldar. I think they've gone down in popularity over the years, I'm not sure, but I don't know. But like in 3rd edition when I joined, Eldar were massive. Absolutely massive, along with elves as well. High elves and the like were like a big army. I love the Dark Elf army stuff from Old World. If I get into Old World, I might get Dark Elves. They're really cool. Anyway, Chaos! You hang on, what was the voice now? You are Eliphas the Inheritor, Black Apostle of the Word-Bearing Legion. You serve the eldritch powers of the warp, and have come to remake Cronus in the twisted image of your masters. Drive the Chaos Space Marines and demonic servants towards the enemy, and make them see the futility of their ways. Chaos cannot be denied. So interesting they call them the Word-Bearer Legion. So Space Marines, when they used to be around, then Space Marines after the Horus Heresy became chapters. So a chapter consisted of 1,000 Space Marines, when the legions during the Horus Heresy consisted of over 100,000 Space Marines, and there were like 18 legions. Originally intended to be 20, one was lost, one was killed. The Space Marines split into chapters from legions to basically prevent another Horus Heresy, so that the chapters could be splintered and scattered wide, and so the whole point was they couldn't always come together and reinforce themselves. However, the Imperial Fists and the Ultramarines have, I think it's like a protocol where it's like, in grave danger, we all come together and we fight for our progenitor chapters or legion even forces and survival. So yeah. However, the legions remain in the warp. So things like the Night Lords are still legion of however many thousand Marines after their destruction at the loss of the Horus Heresy. The Word Bearers are still a legion. However, instead of chapters, they more have war bands. So war bands are more splinter groups, and not always like of one thing. So, for example, the Thousand Sons, to recoup their losses after the Rubricae curse, they started stealing and tricking people from other legions to swell their ranks. So they lure other sorcerers towards them and basically enslave them. The Word Bearers are fanatics. They are the ones, in fact their Primarch, Lorgar, was the one who wrote the Lectitio Divinitatis, which is now the Imperial Truth. So his holy book that he wrote, that the Emperor hated, he despised being worshipped as a god, is now basically the Bible of the Imperium. And I don't know what Lorgar thinks to that. I think he's actually, I think there was actually one excerpt that says like, oh no, that's my thing. Well, you've taken my thing, you know? And I'm the heretic here. I was the one who was banished. But Eliphas, no, not Eliphas, sorry, Erebus fuck Erebus, right? Erebus was the one who basically kicked off the entire heresy and basically plunged 40k into the way it is now, single-handedly. And he's such a hateable villain, at the same time a really cool guy. Everyone else in Chaos is like, I'm using Chaos as a tool, I'm not its servant, I'm its master. And the Wordbearers are just like, no, we're slaves, woo, rock on, like that. Yeah, so they love being servants of Chaos. And they're probably the most devout servants, who don't really particularly serve any particular god. It's more like they're more like Chaos Undivided. Even though they are like tricksters and things like that, so you might think they're more Zinchian. They basically can basically have any aspect of Chaos in their ranks. Anyway, now that we've had a bit of a lore explanation, let's have a look at Brother Captain Davian Thule. Now, Davian Thule's important. He will appear in the next game. Let's also look at him. So he is Brother Captain, and he's got 3 companies of Blood Ravens. And let's have a look at him. So he has some battle honours on his chest. Great. He has a chain sword that does not actually have the guard there at the top, which is most interesting, making it a bit unique. Although I think it's called an Eviscerator chain sword. Things like Arcoflagellants, not Arcoflagellants, Castigators. I'm trying to think of these sisters of battle units that basically have these sort of open things so they can swing it both ways, more like a Zweihander. So yeah, he's got a standard bolt pistol. No decoration there. His shoulder trim is black, so I think that would imply 3rd, 4th or 5th company. It's not 2nd company, that's gold trim. And it's not white, because that would be 1st company. Although Blood Ravens tend to have black trim just to be generic. He has the battle line symbol there on his shoulder. And he has here his Blood Ravens logo. Let's get to the game and find out. Right here. Also, did you notice the logo on his shoulder?
On Cronus, like the mailed fist of the Emperor. Acting under orders from his chapter master and chief librarian, young Brother Captain Davian Thule ordered the Blood Ravens to carry out a thorough purge of this world. The chapter master had told Thule that ancient relics of the chapter were hidden on Cronus. Artifacts from the mysterious early years of the Blood Ravens. These sacred items could not be allowed to fall into alien hands. Captain Thule ordered all of the Imperial Guard forces stationed in Victory Bay. But Governor Alexander flatly refused to pull his men back. Thule judged the governor a good man, but had little choice but to send his Space Marines to battle the governor's troops, along with all the other powers on Cronus. The Blood Ravens' willingness to fight soldiers of the Imperium did not go unnoticed. Whispers began that the relics on Cronus were more damning than holy. Only the war's victors would be left to decide the truth of the matter.
There's going to be a tutorial text, but we're going to skip through this. So, this is what...
to the single-player campaign for Dawn of War, Dark Crusade. This province is your stronghold, or the figure of your commander indicates the current position of your main army.
We're going to talk about this. So this is what our campaign looks like. We choose our missions and where we want to go. Now, if you have a look here, you can sort of just make out a red border. These walls here, on any of these, are define a stronghold or otherwise a very fortified area. Naturally, you want to sort of crack through those and expand our domain. So we've got a red border here. We want to paint all of these borders red. We want all of these figures on the map to go away. And we want this flag to be the only one that remains here. So we get to choose where we can go. We can either go here or we can go here. And we're looking for like the lower number. In Magic the Gathering terms, this is the toughness and it's up to us to decide if we're the power to crack it open. So, I'm saying Magic the Gathering Towns because my partner plays Magic. I make these videos primarily for that. So, that's about it, really. Now, what's interesting as well, because I like talking lore and whatnot. Menu. Let's just quickly save the game as Blood Ravens. Let's play 1. I know I don't call these Let's Plays, but let's just go with it. So, the governor here. So we've got a reason why we can actually fight this governor.
Show you where your army can move or attack this.
So we've got a reason why we can attack the governor of the Imperial Guard, and that's because the Space Marines do not command Imperial Guard. Yes, a Space Marine is the most elite member of essentially any sort of Imperial Guard backup that they're going to get, short of the Adeptus Custodes even, or the Grey Knights, and God help you if the Grey Knights come along. Talk about them later because they are an elite unit in the Blood Ravens in this game. However, when it comes to like commanding or whatever, Space Marines and the Imperial Guard are purposefully, after the Horus Heresy, not in command of each other. When Space Marines come to a planet to assist the Imperial Guard, it really is in like a sort of advisory role, like, we've got one objective, we're here to strike deep into enemy lines, and we're there to basically push them into your guns and just sandwich them and kill them all. Or we're here to take an objective. Okay? Sometimes Space Marines just be like, right, okay, we're just here to do this objective, we're here to claim a relic, and then we're going to piss off. Anything we can do to assist is, it's like, well, it kind of depends, like, our mission matters most, so we're not going to help you at this time, but we might ask for the chapter to reinforce you later. Space Marines aren't always there to just help you out, basically. They're there to do their own thing. Sometimes they're there to help, and that's great. In this instance, the governor here, the governor militant, has decided no, he actually wants to claim this planet for himself, and his orders are his orders, so he has to hold his ground. Okay, he can't really go up against the Lord Solar or the War Master, whoever that might be. At the time, it might have been War Master Slado, given the time that these games run. So we've got 2 locations we can attack. We can either go for the Panria Lowlands against the Eldar. If we go into this place, we will fight the Eldar with the blue borders here. If we go here, we'll go up against the Imperial Guard. Every place, I love this about this, every single place has a bit of lore, so we can read the archive. And I'd like to read some of these things here. So, before we get into the mission, and yes, as I say, I'm a bit of a lore nut, so I like to read this. I'm really sorry if you don't want to hear all of this, but it's what I like to do. So, this well-developed region features a sophisticated network of high-speed rail links in several cities of the Imperial era that remain important to this day. Human and Tau populations live side by side in the province, although not always easily, which is true. The Tau actually have have a caste called the Guela, or that's what they call humans, which are like gorilla, like in the way that Eldar call humans monkey or monkey. And like the Tau sometimes capture humans and try to convert them to their ways through the greater to convince them of the greater good through re-education and things like that. The Tau are not quite as good as they may seem, especially in memes and webcomics. There's a really good webcomic online that someone's doing that about like a Tau, like a human is captured by the Tau and was about to be like executed by a commissar and all this sort of thing, and it goes on. It's really good. It's really nice, very well written. I love it. Anyway, so the broad rolling plains feature hot summers and generally mild winters, making for pleasant living conditions. Every few years, a powerful winter storm will drive in from Vandir to the north. However, public security transmission, known alias as Commissar Valiance, cast Guella, human. Be on the lookout for agitator operating in the Oristan industrial cities under the name of Commissar Valiance, and inciting the human population to acts of public unrest, violence toward earth and water caste citizens, and outright sedition. This unidentified man styles himself after the political officers employed in the military complex of the human Imperium and calls upon the authority of the Emperor to spark violence. Violence has so far caused 6 separate incidents of public unrest, most seriously a riot in the Arrestus Secundus machine works. During this riot, Valiance dragged an Earthcast worker onto a makeshift stage and murdered him in cold blood. This prompted the crowd of humans to rampage through the streets toward habitation units near other Earthcast citizens, resulting in 153 cases of assault before local authorities restored order. Valiance is undoubtedly armed and dangerous. Oh, it's a little story there of what happened. So, yeah, so the Earthcast of the tower, as far as I understand it, was...
This screen shows you the forces you are leading into an attack.
So they have different casts. Like the fire cast has like fire warriors, so they're like the military cast. The water cast, I think, is like farseers. I think they work with a lot of technology as well. There's the earth cast, who deal with machinery and production. They're the workers. And as for the air cast, I'm not entirely sure what they do. Again, they might be into like espionage or something or other. I think it's also like the spirit cast as well, and they're the leaders. I think there's a more recent addition in Tau lore, but correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know much about Tau. I'd like to know more, but I'm mostly interested in the auxiliaries. So yeah. Right, so this is our battle screen. This is what we decide we've got. We haven't got any honor guard, so don't worry about that at the moment. If we hold this area, we get 75 requisition per turn, which allows us to recruit new units to defend areas and have an honor guard to bring into battle. We get a first company veteran if we win this place. If we hold on to it, we get to take in a first company veteran into every battle. The enemy commander, this is some intel we get, so the enemy commander is a skilled combatant. The enemy force likely consists of basic infantry, and the enemy has a single base. Great. So it's one-on-one fight, basically. Nice and simple. As you get into other areas with higher toughness and whatnot, or strength, profit strength, you're going to have to start dealing with more and more threats. But not to worry. Okay. So first of all, let's have a load of servitors and let's have a scout unit.
My faith is my shield.
What is your will? Yes, Lord?
Let's start having some generators.
With all due haste. Yes, most what is your will? I will do as you ask. What is your will, Lord? I will do as you ask.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Scouts are reporting to do scouts here.
So what we're going to do is going to reinforce
Here to serve.
this one here.
Yes, most beneficent one. With all due haste, here to serve.
There we go. Got some generators up. So yeah, so one of the good things about this, about Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, is you kind of have basically all the technology available right out the gates. You don't have to keep going through mission to mission to get the best stuff. It's basically, if you can build it, you can have it.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Let's build a listening post.
Yes, Lord.
The rest of you can assist. In fact, you can build another generator. No, we can't, because we actually need to hold things.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have
Faith and duty.
Fuel here, hold the line. It's interesting that that logo on his shoulder is a bit different here. We'll see it later on a different screen.
Yes, my lord.
Capture that. I'm going to upgrade that.
Yes, most beneficent one. I shall obey. I shall obey.
We still need requisition. Let's have ourselves a chapel. No, we can't have a chapel barracks because we still need more requisition.
Yes,
Let's move over
Lord.
here.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Is that 2 snipers built?
Yes,
Defending
most
objective.
beneficent one. With all due haste.
Scouts ready. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Yes, Lord.
Can we have, no, we can't have that. We can have an armory soon, but it's not really going to help us right now. We really do need more
Yes, Lord.
acquisition.
I await your
Let's have that,
instructions.
just so it can defend itself.
I shall obey.
Let's have you move down here.
I await your instructions.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot of this. Nothing happening. There's a whole lot of, like, it really is, like, I think in this game more than any other, it really is, like, a case of, like, just
Scouts
building
awaiting
a
orders.
building.
Scouts advance. On patrol. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Praise the Emperor. For the Emperor.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Right, we can now build the chapel
I
barracks.
await your instructions.
Let's put it there.
With all due haste.
So it's going to be fairly quiet, so let's talk about Total War 40k. It's happening. Of course it's happening. It exists to spite me.
Area secure.
Like, I thought I was never more wrong about, like, Fortnite kicking off as a Battle Royale game instead of, like, State of the World mode, which is what it was originally. And it was brilliant as that game. I absolutely loved it when it was just Save the World.
At your command.
And, yeah, it's sort of happened again, didn't it? Where it's like, oh, now we've got...
I shall obey. Build routine 721 initiated. To serve.
Where I'm a bloody fool.
With all due haste.
At your command.
And the reason why I'm a fool is because I thought Total War 40k wasn't happening, and it is happening. And to be honest, I'm all right with it. To be honest, the problem is, I think if I had one problem, I knew this was going to be the problem, is that it looks a lot more like Company of Heroes than it does Total War, and they made it actually look like a sort of Total War game in a way, but it's like. I think it's just going to fall apart on contact because it's like Creative Assembly have not done good city fighting in a Total War game for a long time. I mean, like Total War 3, sorry, Total War Warhammer 3 is sort of close to getting there, but not quite as such. I think it leaves a lot to be desired.
Yes, most beneficent one.
I'm just going to build a few more turrets just to make sure that this thing is
With
fully
all due
defensible.
haste.
Scouts ready.
We stand ready.
Yes, Lord. I await your instructions. With all due haste. I
Right.
await your
I'm just trying to make sure that this is fully defensible.
With all due haste.
Faith is our shield. Maintain attack formation.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Attach
Yes, most
fuel to them.
beneficent one. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
At your command.
Let's have another assault squad.
Yes, Lord. With all due haste, I
Marine
await
squad
your
deployed.
instructions.
At your command. Orders received.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Direct us to the enemy.
Review sergeant to improve morale. Oh, let's have a chaplain. Oh, we can't have a chaplain yet, no, because I can't afford it. I really must check to make sure I can actually build things before I do that. And let's have a machine called secret artifact. So it's a force commander, armory. An armory, I guess.
With all due haste, I await your instructions.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Here to serve.
So the good news is our guys can walk over our own minefields.
I will do as you ask.
The Emperor protects.
Scouts ready.
At your command.
Oh nice, so what did we down?
We stand
Tech
ready.
breach split those things.
Direct us
Okay,
to the
curious.
On alert, brothers. The enemy
Scouts
must be
in
nearby.
position.
Okay.
Fear denies faith.
Scouts here.
Let's capture that relic. Yeah, so
Your instructions.
it looks good as a game, but I know like the reason why they did it was because
Here to
Total War sells as a game, as a name, better than Company of Heroes 40k. It's one of those things where like I think people have willed it into existence almost.
Understood.
Yeah, the scouts are doing that. Okay, that's good.
Urge. Kill.
And it's like they've hyped themselves up into believing it's happening, and I guess it has. But I mean, take away these games, like these things happen years in the making. So I'm not like mad or anything like that.
The enemy fights back.
Where?
Glory for the first man to die!
Stand guardsman here in Cadia pattern. So the shoulder pads read 001, implying they're the 1st Cronus Regiment.
Yes, Lord. I
we go.
exist to serve.
Right, let's have another bolt turret. There, I guess.
Do as
On
you ask.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, Lord.
Let's reinforce these to improve our requisition gain.
Defending objective.
Direct us to the enemy.
Yes, my lord. Scouts advance.
Oh well, let's give you a plasma gun. Aha! We have the Grey Knights here.
Yours to command.
So the Grey Knights are the Inquisition's most secret weapon. These belong to the Ordo Malleus. So there are three Orders Majoris for the Inquisition. The Ordo Hereticus, who have the Chamber Militant of the Adeptus Sororitas, the Sisters of Battle. You have the Ordo Xenos, who have the Deathwatch Space Marines. Then you have the Grey Knights, who have and then you have the Ordo Malleus, who have the Grey Knights. These are supposedly the 666th chapter
None shall stop
of
us.
Space Marines. Again, you know,
Demons and
real
heretics will
sort of.
fall before us. Let the purgation begin. They will die this day. We go to spread his word.
I love the Grey Knights as a faction. What I don't, they're basically anti-demons. They all have like a lot of psychic ability, innate psychic ability, so they can do like psychic inquisition. So it torments enemy unit, tortures enemy units. So basically, it seeks out enemies, trying to find them. So they all have power glaives there. They're essentially like almost in like fully Terminator armor, essentially. They're in some of the best gear for Space Marines.
Yes, my lord. Orders received, brother. Suffer not the witch to live.
What would you have me do?
Right, so I'll send these down here. Let's catch
In
this.
the name of the Emperor.
Let's have a chaplain lead some units now. You want requisition? No, you want power to upgrade that to improve my power gain.
Yes, most
Nice.
beneficent one.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, Lord.
They dare fire upon Space Marines? The Emperor protects. Agreed.
There we go.
I await your instructions.
I can build no more turrets, it's fine.
As you wish.
The enemy is attacking.
You can see why I used to spam turrets all the time in like in my old playthroughs, because they used to be that powerful, just racking up kills constantly. I think there's a limit to how many you can have in this campaign, but yeah.
Mission accomplished. Taking heavy fire.
I am the Emperor's will. Your wise counsel belies your years.
Okay, so I can have him lead.
The Emperor guides my way.
Space Marine Squad.
Guide you now.
Faith is our shield.
So like, I will give you. A mixture of weapons,
Demons and
mostly
heretics
flamers.
will fall before us. Fear denies faith. Suffer not the witch to live.
Oh, the Grey Knights, go ahead. Yeah, one thing I don't like about the Grey Knights is they have the Empress Gene Seed. Gene Seed being like the, I guess like the DNA that makes up a particular Space Marine chapter.
This day shall be a glorious one.
And Gene Seed was supposed to be like a science, and it's why the Emperor had like different Gene Seed made to make the Primarchs, and all that sort of good stuff.
Emperor
Yes,
protect
most
us.
beneficent one. With all due haste.
And now they kind of
Yes, Lord.
not
I will do
bothered with
as
that sort of
most beneficent
story, I
one.
guess, like that bit of
Here to
lore.
serve.
Objective
With all due
achieved.
haste.
Demons and heretics will fall before us.
So I think their base is roughly down here, actually.
We go to spread his word. Yes, my lord. Stay vigilant. We have purified
Walk
this
softly
place.
and carry a big gun.
Yeah.
Suffer not the witch to live. Charge! Feel the power of the Emperor! Suffer not the witch to live. Yes, brother. The heretics will suffer! The ultimate down with all your might!
So yeah, before Custodians are an army,
Beware the alien.
a playable army in 40k that is.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The hold on. The Grey Knights were like the most elite Space Marine army, and they don't really get on with other chapters and whatnot. In fact, if you see them, you're probably going to get purged because they'll assume that you are afflicted with whatever corruption is going on the planet. Okay, so we've won, and now we get war gear, and we get first company veterans. I don't know what's going on here with the text appearing towards the far left there, cutting it off. I might have to submit a
As you
book report.
conquer more and more provinces, you'll be awarded pieces of special equipment for your commander. This equipment is called war gear.
So, war gear is going to become very important to Bloodraven's lore and memes later on. But we don't need to worry about it right now. Now, look at this here, this symbol here. I don't think that was ever explained why that's got that circle in the blood drop there, but we might find out later on. So, this is our brother captain, and here are his items that we can have. And they each improve his stats and things like that, and we can eventually get them all. But for the time being, we kind of want to just curate them because we only get we're not going to get war gear after every mission. So we can also equip it, and it changes our character as cosmetics as well, which is really cool. So we have like a teleporter, a personal teleporter, which is very rare for Space Marines to have. It's normally something like a teleport beacon, for the, and even then it's usually done from your ship. So to have a personal teleporter is massive. So personal teleporter allows you to teleport anywhere on the field. We have custom greaves, so we have those gold things there. Guild of the Aquila Imperialis. It includes advanced motivators that allow the Marine to move faster in combat, increasing stealth and speed. Go with the Champions Greaves. Order the Champions of the Blood Ravens honoured first company, that'll be. Azariah's Cincture. So, handed down from the early commander of the Blood Ravens, this belt empowers upgrades to Marine Power Armor, protects against melee attacks, and increases health. So, Azariah Kyrus, I think, was originally an early commander, and I think he's now the current chapter master. But I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check my lore, because I know there's like someone else called Vidya, who I think is leading the chapter as of Dawn of War 2, and then it's whoever. I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Alright. So yes, Veterans Pauldrons. Here is the Blood Ravens chapter off, and we're golden pauldrons crafted by the Master Artificers aboard the Omnis Arcanum. So I played a game of Combat Patrol, my first game of Combat Patrol, and I took my Blood Ravens, and basically the first thing I did was try to move in centimetres instead of inches. So one of the players there said, like, you know how the Space Marines have this Artificer gear? Do you think John's got someone who's got an apprentice? It's going clunk, clunk, clunk. 5 centimetres instead of inches. Christ in heaven. So hopefully this gear is a bit better for our chapter master than what I had originally. An Iron Halo. Okay, so the Iron Halo is revered as a relic of the Blood Raven's unknown Primarch. Wow, okay. The Halo projects an energy field that disrupts incoming fire, protects against ranged attacks, and increases health. So yeah, Iron Halo is a great honour to receive. Space Marines don't really have medals so much. They have other sort of honours, so they might have pauldrons or this sort of stuff or whatever. Or badges, or they might have like heraldry shields, and they can put things on there to say, I was part of this crusade. They might have like a sticker on the knee pad saying I was a good boy during Indomitus. That sort of thing. But this is interesting in that it was a relic of the Blood Ravens' unknown Primarch. So the Blood Ravens don't actually know who their gene seed belongs to, and it's interesting because there's a lot of theories going around, and it's essentially all confirmed, unfortunately, that there are Thousand Sons successor chapter, which sort of ignores things like the Rubricae curse and the curse of mutation and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I don't know. There are plausible theories as to how they came to be. I personally think they're a word bearers chapter. I mean, they have they have a home planet called Aurelia, not to be confused with the word bearers Primarch Lorgar Aurelian. The Blood Ravens are also fanatics, like the word bearers. They keep clashing with the word bearers. I think they're also called cousin at one time as well, so that's interesting. But it's more a taunt than anything. So bear in mind, everything you see in Warhammer is canon. Not everything is true. So what a character says and does are two different things. Got lots of different weapons here. I like this here. Some molecular pyrum petrol gas. Will incinerate men and structures alike. Oh, but you gotta have some of these upgrades you need to set an upgrade first. You need the plasma pistol before you can take the melter gun. Okay, the demon hammer we can't have yet. The Inquisition granted the chapter this mighty weapon after battling against the forces of chaos. At first it requires Alexian's blade. Once wielded by Commander Alexian, a legendary hero of the Blood Ravens, this power sword crackles with deadly energy. I like how... I'm just going to say some of these because I'm going to use this to reference if I want my own characters to have things. So I might say, for example, like, oh yeah, actually one of my Blood Ravens has this sword of Alexian handed down from Captain David Thule after what happens in Dawn of War 2. So yeah, I like how a lot of this stuff is actually it's their own gear. It's not like, oh yeah, the Space Marines, the Space Wolves gifted it to us. Oh yeah, the Custodes totally gave us this sword. As if the Adeptus Custodes, the Emperor's 10,000 man bodyguard unit, just happened to give the Blood Ravens gear. You know? So yeah. I do like that, and I want the Demon Hammer. Because this guy is going to be like melee based, to be honest. But I want him to have something that's going to improve his speed. He's raised attacks. He's going to get into melee a lot, so he's going to melee attacks. Yeah, so we'll give him as a Rise Cincture or Kincture. I'm not sure. Tincture. I don't know. All right, we'll give him this. So we've taken this zone.
Congratulations. You have conquered your first province.
Thank you.
This is the province that you've just conquered.
So now we've got a blue border around it. That means it's our territory.
This
We can also choose to reinforce it.
in a province.
Prevent attack. So what I'm going to do is, on my end step, I'm going to reinforce it with a Dreadnought to improve the power. Yeah, I'll leave it there. So if anyone tries to attack this zone, it's going to have a lot of it's going to have a lot harder time taking it than not. Okay, so right, that's done. So we end our turn now.
Each of the enemy factions will now act in turn.
So it's a bit of a WeGo system we've got after this. So the commander's moving, attacking locations.
It is now your turn to act again.
So, because I hold this zone, I get a Blood Raven's first company veteran. Even though his first company, his shoulder pad trim is black. Interesting that the chapter master hasn't been named yet. So that's interesting. So we can now choose either to go into this area with a strength of 8, which has a spaceport, allows us to have long-range flights to avoid anti-aircraft fire, allows attacking almost any province of the map regardless of adjacency. So we have to be adjacent to a place to attack, but we cannot go to strongholds. So we can get next to a stronghold, but we can actually go into it. So I'm going to save the game real quick. And we're going to think of our next move. Bavarian Heartland, or we can go here to the spaceport, or we can go here to the Vandian coast. So whenever you get a place like this, it's probably going to require a special objective rather than just like wiping out the other enemy base. The same with strongholds as well. It's not just about getting destroying the other base. There's usually some other objective or something else to help it along. You also get to see the enemy's honor guard as well. So what they bring into the game. So instead of having to like requisition units and build units, they can just start with these units. So this guy is going to start with 2 builder scarabs. Nice. Gorguts here is going to start with a squad of boys, slugger boys, and storm boys. This guy's going to start off with possessed. He's starting with raptor squads and cultist squads, and he's going to start off with a squad of guardsmen. So you get the idea. Alright, I'm deciding what to do. So I'm going to go for this one, the Vandian Coast. So there's a strength of 5, okay, fine. So, in order to get this perk, industrial production, I have to control this region. I gain access to the control of massive imperial factories and foundries, allows you to supply your troops more on the ground more easily, start every mission with additional 1,000 requisition. So that is huge. So I'm not waiting as long to get things built. It's like an extra £1,000 to work with, which is good. I can buy more stuff easily. I'm going to start the mission with an honor guard. In fact, am I? No. Let's do it without, because I want to save, because I could spend that right now. I suppose I do get to keep it, don't I? Yes, as long as it doesn't die, I get to keep this guy. Now the thing is that with this guy, you only get one Marine. That's it. You're not getting a squad of Marines, you're getting a single Space Marine.
Once a thriving industrial center, by the beginning of the Dark Crusade, the Vandian coast had fallen into disuse. Some factories in the cities were still operational, but other great underground refineries languished under the sands of the coast, long since abandoned as unnecessary by the planet's Tau masters. Whoever gained control of the coast would enjoy a powerful advantage for the rest of the Crusade. With such potent manufacturing facilities, field commanders could requisition more weapons than their foes.
Interesting they missed out that second paragraph there, but okay. So, let's get into it. Nice and simple mission. Right, there we are. So, our objectives are, once we get them, I've got to collect 200 power.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Wake the Manufactorum. Powerful ancient manufacturing facilities lay dormant on the sands of the Vandian coast. Collect the indicated amount of power, destroy all enemies before the timer runs out to wake them. So we've got 20 minutes, basically, to get 1,800 power.
Build routine 721 initiated.
The Emperor protects.
So I can catch this.
Fear denies faith.
So he's basically like a fully trained, fully leveled character. He's also got a silver pauldron there as well on his chest. Not pauldron, sorry. Aquila on his chest. What gear we're going to give him? I'm going to give him a flamer to deal with infantry.
Yes, Lord. What is your will?
This is literally the mission.
Most beneficent one.
Yes, my lord. What would you have me do? We stand ready.
Here to serve, with all due haste. Initializing build protocol.
This is all we do for 20 minutes. Well, not the entire 20 minutes. Obviously, we want to get the mission done as quickly as possible.
Fear
But
denies faith.
as simple as an objective as it is,
Here to serve.
I do like it. I like that it's different. It's different to, you know,
I will
destroy all
do as
humans.
you ask.
Are we actually going to bother
We
increasing
stand
squad
ready.
caps or anything like that? Or are we just going to...
Captured.
I await your
I actually want to see if I can just do this without hiring any
At
more
your
units.
command.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
We stand ready.
Yes, he's got a silver winged skull on his chest there. Flamer. Nothing else that really suggests his first company. No white pauldron trim. Oh, hang on, does he actually have a white pauldron trim? I can't actually quite see. Is it lighting or...? I think it's still just the black pauldron trim.
Here to serve. With all due haste.
Of course, on a higher difficulty, you might actually stand a bit more
Awaiting orders.
problem, but
Understood. What would
can
you
I
have
attach
me
him
do?
to... Yeah, I can. He's to a now one unit, nice. So got the grenade, and yeah, so it assumes basically this character's like fully sort of trained Marine with all like research, yeah, all research options available. I can't build any more generators. Can I build a listening post to improve things in any way? We're making 6 power a second now. So, that's not bad.
Yes, Lord. Initializing build protocol.
This is literally it. This is all we do. Just gonna wait for that to tick down.
I await your instructions.
Like, we will do the mission. It's piss easy.
Yes, most beneficent one. I await your instructions.
I mean, I think even on a harder difficulty, you're gonna have an easy time with this mission.
I exist to serve.
Let's see, what else do we
await
build to
your
get?
instructions.
Might as well just build for the sake of it, don't we?
Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. I await your instructions.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, Lord.
So the only thing I can think of to do really is like,
Our foe approaches. They dare fire upon Space Marines! Let the grenades fly! Space Marines, advance! For the Emperor. By my command, attack!
Yes, most beneficent
nice,
one.
let's stop working. Oh yes, actually I did because you ain't got any projects to build. Okay, right. Let's just build that. Can we have more generators yet? Oh, we won't be able to, will we?
I shall obey.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Oh yeah, that's as exciting as this is going to get. So I guess I could talk about for the next 5 minutes this mission's going to go on for, I think. Yeah, Total War 40k. It's looking good. It does look like a good game. I'm just confused as to how they're going to do it into like rank and flank, because this is the first time they're really having like a skirmish game at that sort of scale. It looks good, but I think it's going to change things fundamentally for Total War going forward. And I think the entire time I'm just going to be wondering, like, this could have been a Company of Heroes game, but obviously it's not as marketable, especially when the last Company of Heroes game wasn't great. I don't think it had a great critical reception.
Today the enemy shall know fear. We are united in service. My aim shall not falter. Follow me into battle. Fire in the hole! By my command, attack!
Yeah, we've won. We've got 0 power to collect. Mission's over. Huzzah! And now we get 1,000 requisition each. Not this requisition, but in the battles we get.
You
those
conquered the Vandian coast and gained the industrial production special ability.
Okay. Oh, and of course, just before the next turn, let's read the archive. A mineral-rich region, Vandia includes several industrial centres built in the Imperial era and still in operation. The cities are now underpopulated and polluted, but remain critical assets for the Tau. The manufacturing and smelting plants of the Vandian cities have scarred the landscape and stained the air, making the cities valuable but hardly pleasant. Soot-laden snow or acidic rain fall from the grey skies years round. Year-round, rather. Production report. Confidential. I regret to inform you that Vandia minor build plants 27-29 will not be their quotas this cycle. Production is expected to be at 72% and 21% of projections, respectively. Explanations below. Plant 27 suffered unexpected work stoppages and slowdowns due largely to the inclemental weather that affected Sector 27 of the city. A meteorological bottleneck of sorts occurs over the area, making it difficult for environmental agents to disperse, making the sector highly prone to acidic rains. This cycle's rains were the worst in 20 cycles, causing many health problems among the workers. Incentive programs and distribution of stims failed to make up for the decrease in productivity. Build 29 suffered a catastrophic detonation of its central power plant 4 subcycles ago, and has yet to come back online. Repairs have been ongoing since, shortly after the detonation, but progress is very slow. I can't even promise the plant will be online again next cycle. It seems evident that the detonation at Plant 29 was an intentional act of sabotage carried out by the most militant wing of the so-called Vandian Workers' Pact, which, as previous reports have detailed, claims that the workers in the cities are suffering needlessly. Clear explanation of the needs of the greater community has failed to convince this militant wing. I repeat my request for dedicated fire warrior teams to pursue and eliminate those saboteurs. The local militia is too limited and too prone for infiltration by packed elements to be up to the task. Oh, this is from the tower perspective. Most interesting. Notice as well, this picture is only squished. It's showing half of the map there. So, in a way, it's interesting that we're actually seeing like how the tower there are actually pushing their workers as hard as they can. I'm just going to take a quick break, and then I'll get back into things. I'll end the turn. I'll figure out what to do next. So the best thing I can do right now is move forward, so let's move. This area is safe. The only thing that's going to threaten it is the Imperial Guard. But we're going to knock the Imperial Guard out. We're going there, and there, and there. Or there, and straight to the stronghold. But for now, I just want to take a quick break, and I'll be back very soon. And I am back, and let's get back into the game. Just as we get back into the area, right. So, we've done that. We can end our turn and move on to the next thing. Okay, so it seems as though the Imperial Guard had won that. I really won't mind. Like a little log thing that says what happened, whether that character succeeded, failed, what happened. In fact, what's this little eye here? I think it's just telling me my territories. Ah, there we are. That's a much better view of the territories there, so we can see that the red is ours. There's the Imperial Guard. The Necrons actually have a fair bit of turf. The Word Bearers, I don't think really ever get that far in the game. The tower making quite an advancement. The thing is that yeah, I want to take the spaceport because that's allowing the tower to get wherever they want to. The Hawks are kind of cornered there. Oh, what am I doing? Oh no! Oh, he's lost his honor guard. He lost that battle, therefore. Howling Banshees for the elder. So we can either take the spaceport for 8 power, but that's going to be very strong. Or we could take this place. The Pavonian Heartland. And if we get them, we get a veteran assault marine. Let's read the archive. The breadbasket of Cronus in the Imperial era, this hardland features the well-developed farmlands separated by small forests. The Imperial-built cities on the region still bear the scars of the Iron Lung pandemic, which struck in the 39th millennium. Cronus' temperate band grants the hardland long but cool summers and a very long growing season. Powerful windstorms can buffet the region, but mild weather is the norm. Otras Critical Care Center, 7693249.M39. So, with the timelines of 40k as well, here's something. This here is the specific year of the 39th millennium. This is the year 39,000 or whatever, and it's that there. But even then, like, Imperial dating is Imperial dates conventions date time conventions. I don't want to just say dating as in like... Yeah. Alright. It's a bit wacky. In fact, there was even the, I think it was the Harusian Wars, or the Chrono War. Basically, that after, around 10th edition, when there was a massive warp rift, the Psychic Awakening event. That was it, when there was a Psychic Awakening. Basically, the Milky Way sort of like split into two, and there was this massive rift, and time got a bit screwy. So, roughly, like, give or take, there's like a 1,000 years between, like, give or take. But yeah, the Inquisition of the Order Kronos, I believe, has been trying their best to basically like keep the timelines going, but there was a lot of infighting about that because it affected logistics and whatnot. Basically, the people in power wanted to basically decide what time it was for their own benefit. Something. Anyway, dire news regarding the spread of the unknown pathogen causing the so-called Iron Lung Plague. Medical centres in the northern sectors and in cities further west must prepare for full quarantine. What's more, they must bulwark themselves against the action of seditious and heretical elements that seem determined to see this disease spread far and wide. We here at the Critical Care Centre have been serving as a central coordinating authority since the first cases were confirmed in the city, some 19 days ago. Our facilities were equipped for absolute containment, and the first several waves of patients were brought here for isolation. Subsequent cases have been isolated in the secondary care centres and converted to hub blocks, as the sheer number of patients has surpassed our capacities. Last night, a commotion erupted in the isolation wing. Several infected patients turned on the staff, claiming the nurses were killing rather than treating them. Soon thereafter, a voice, that of an outside heretical agitator, I believe, came over the Voxcaster system used for general announcements. This agent provocateur spewed heretical foolishness about the Iron Lung Plague being a blessing from on high rather than an affliction, that those who contract the disease should be honoured as the chosen of the so-called Great Unclean One, and so forth. This led to an outright riot among the patients, one that quickly overwhelmed my beleaguered staff. Over 300 infected and infectious patients escaped the facility and fell into the city streets, heading north toward the population centres. Current death toll in Ultra City is 11,672, with over 22,000 more infected. I expect these numbers to quadruple in the next few days as a result of these heretical actions. Oh. So Nurgle was involved here, at least cultist Nurgle, the plague god. Oh, he's horrible, horrible bastard. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. See, I wonder how many people actually read the archives on here. They've got nothing to do with the mission of the game, but it's damn cool. We're going to take this area, because I want more people in my honour guard. Yeah, as long as this guy doesn't die, you don't have to repay for him again, so that's good. The enemy has a single large base, and I think I've done this mission before, so I know what to expect roughly. But this one's a pain in the ass, because like, you really do need like flyers. Or transport, because it's such a long mission if you don't. So we've now got 2,000 requisition. That's mint.
Ever vigilant. Today the enemy shall know fear. To me, brothers.
Yes, Lord.
Jump backs.
What is your will? Yes, most beneficent one.
We can have an armory. Let's have an armory.
Build routine 721 initiated. What is your will?
We can have. Well, let's have some mines. A mine. A mine. What am I about? We can have a plasma generator. A minefield.
Build routine 721 initiated.
This looks like it'll be done first.
Build routine 721 initiated.
I am more power. Okay, that's fine. How much power do I need? 105? Yeah, I do. Great. So we can already upgrade our Fortress Citadel thingy.
Initializing build
On alert,
protocol.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Yeah,
Agreed.
you've got to travel a lot of distance because it's such a big map. But fortunately, because we've got that extra acquisition, we can build things a little bit faster. I do like assault marines. They're gonna get around the field much faster.
Your instructions.
That's building. Oh, yeah, so we can see on our character as well the thing there is gear. Very nice.
I await your instructions.
To be honest, we could actually just get on fine with just that one command post.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
But fuck it, let's capture some more.
Claim it in the name of the Emperor.
I await your instructions. Initializing build protocol. Yes, Lord?
Let's have a turret there because I want some tanks to be able to get out. Let's have our Grey Knights as soon as we can. For 180 requisition and 90 power. Well, our power rating is just fine. So really just need
Marine squad, yes, my lord.
the tanks. There are 4 shrines on this map, I believe. So there's one there, there's one over there, one over there, and of course there's one over there. Nice as well that in this game, I don't have to double tap them to say, right, I want you to come to this location.
Mutant, the heretic.
They're just doing it now, so that's good. And they're not just standing there like, oh, what do we do? So you should know what the fuck to do. It's a fucking capture point. Why wouldn't you want to capture it?
Objective achieved.
Right, let's have our Grey Knights. And let's have Furious Charge. Let's have heavy weapons. Why not? Just have fucking everything.
Direct us to the enemy. Fear denies faith.
Yeah, so you really do want things like teleportation units.
Direct us to the enemy. To the skies. Activating jump pack. Take and hold.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
You want fast units on this map because they are a pain in the fucking ass. If you don't.
I await your
Area secure.
instructions. Yes, Lord. Initializing build
Right, you have to probably build a
protocol.
lot of
At your command.
command posts.
At your command.
I think it's. Oh, you can have gear. How much does it cost?
Defending objective.
I want flamers because we are up against a lot of infantry. But there is going to
Position
be.
the Emperor protects us. Defending objective. Orders received.
I'm going to be up against people, most of all. Infantry.
Our faith makes us strong.
And we're going to attack this way, why not?
Propagation begin. Direct us to the enemy.
So this is something new. That these are critical locations, and depending on the mission, this is more of a multiplayer thing. But like critical locations, like are the longer you hold them by the end of the match, or whatever. I think the more
The
points
warriors of the
you get by the end
Inquisition
of the
are
match.
yours to command.
But even then, actually, I think it's just saying you just get more requisition, but you can't build a listening post, so you can't add more guns to it, and all that
Yes,
sort of thing.
Lord.
So basically, you don't have to attack this
Initiated.
before you take it.
Objective log. Suffer not the witch to Position secure.
Here to serve.
Requisition, okay.
Yes, my lord.
So I've planned on a gun as well.
Objective acquired.
Here to serve.
Servitor.
Lord. As you wish. I will do
Enemy
as
sight,
you
enemy
ask.
fire. Strike them down with all your might. Our faith makes us strong. Position secure. The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you. At your command, the enemies of man cannot stand before us. Position secure. Fear the Emperor! The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you. Heresy grows in light. We stand ready.
So you can see on their shoulders they've got the X there for assault, denoting their role. And these guys don't really have much sort of chapter markings as such. In fact, they very much have like their own sort of heraldry and whatnot. It's all about individualism. Why does my camera keep... I don't know why. I don't like this about this camera. Is that it keeps tilting ever so slightly. It's one of these bloody fucking AI pieces of shit with tracking and Christ knows what for movement. But it keeps going wrong, and for some reason I can't steady the bastard thing because the cable goes in the side, weighing it down. It's too light. The cable's heavier, so it's pissing me off. So I might have to get a new webcam at this rate.
I await your
But I like the idea of it. I got it, to be honest, because it's a white webcam and it matches my white PC setup. But evidently that's not really working out all that well, is it?
initializing build protocol.
Do we have any more vehicle buildings as such? No, great. In that
As you
case, we can
wish.
assist with building that. Right, you guys are going to go down this way. They tend to come down that way most of all.
I await your instructions.
what's that boost
Initializing
there?
build protocol.
To be honest, these two would actually be enough to take their base. And their base is down that way.
Orders received, brother. Under fire.
So with the Grey Knights and other sort of factions, so every faction has its own...
We are the Emperor's chosen. At your command, suffer not the witch to live. Let the purgation begin.
So every faction has its own...
We stand ready. Attacking as ordered.
Oh shit, their leaders there. Yeah, I think this might be a bit too easy, to be honest. Whoops. The thing is, there's a bit of a difficulty leap, and I've, as I understand it, there's a difficulty leap between this and like normal high, so it's like
Heretics will fall before us.
it does get a bit insane.
Let the purgation begin. Let the purgation begin. Yes, brother.
In fact, let's say
We strike with the wrath of the righteous.
let's upgrade
Purifying
that.
this place.
We can have dreadnoughts. Let's have a land speeder. Why not?
Our faith makes us strong. Objective achieved. They will die this day.
So, yeah, so Grey Knights actually have like their own, a lot of individualistic heritage. If you want to play a really good, sort of underrated game, I think it wasn't great at the time, but I think it had a lot of bugs. It's a lot better now. I strongly recommend, if you can, play Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. So Chaos Gate was like an old PC game, but they made one called Demon Hunters. And that was more recent. It's like a turn-based game, and you play as the Grey Knights, and you can customize your Grey Knights to an insane degree. You can give them all their own heraldry, you can name them, I think you can even write backstory for them and things like that. They have different roles, there's a number of different ones, but you can also get like DLC for like allies, so for example like assassins, Imperial assassins and whatnot for the different temples. So Calexus, Calidus, I want to say, Eversaw, things like that. It's like it's sort of like described as XCOM or whatever, but you get to play with the psychic abilities and whatnot. That's really cool. Yeah. So, these guys are just going to single-handedly win the game. This is probably not going to be the most interesting viewing, I appreciate. But, yeah.
Your banner flies here once more.
The thing is, actually, like, the earlier missions are the harder ones, because I was playing Tower and get my ass, because, like, just the orcs came immediately. I was like, whoa! I'm kicking my ass! In seconds, I'm like, shit, I've actually got to get units up quick. And my leader wasn't great, so that didn't help. Right, so then my turn, and there we go. So Chaos has won a bit more territory. Now we could take on the Imperial Guard right away. Oh yes, by the way, if you've never played a Total War game before, or Total War Warhammer or anything like that, it sort of does look a lot like this, where like, you are sort of moving your units around the map and you are going to grand battles and things like that. You can always auto-resolve, so like, for example here, instead of attacking, I could just say, I want to win this battle, and it'll just like give you a chance based on the units there, fortifications, things like that. So yeah, he's only got guardsmen, he's only got a raptor squad, he's got 2 scarabs. A pair of 8s. The Necrons really are pushing, but I want to take out the guard. So, the guard. Oh, I could have Fury. I want to... Yeah. Let's hire these guys. Okay. So, this is going to... So, if we win this battle, we win against the Imperial Guard for good. They're wiped out of the game. They can't... We no longer face any more Imperial Guard units. So, I also got a bit of a cutscene as well.
Arriving on Cronus, General Lucas Alexander became Governor Militant and set about reclaiming the planet for the Imperium. When his enemies launched attacks on his capital, he prepared to repel them with extreme prejudice. Experts in planetary defense, the men of the Imperial Guard were heavily dug in and fortified in Victory Bay. Any attacker would face well-armed and well-supplied soldiers, backed by powerful armored columns and artillery positions. The Guard's only real weakness was its morale. Although most soldiers served honorably, the men of the regiment's 5th Company had proven less than stalwart, and were placed under command of Regimental Commissar Anton Gebet in a forward base on the northern shore of the Victoria River. Without Gebet's whip, the company and its base would surely fold. Other companies took position in forward bases in more sensitive areas, ready to drive the enemy off. Still, determined attackers could overrun those positions. Governor Alexander remained confident, however. Indeed, any opponent who made it past his forward positions would find themselves staring down the barrel of the massive Hellstorm cannon of an Imperator Titan.
Because of course they've got a Titan. Now, because we haven't done the Winter Assault campaign, I don't have to know if that's the same one from the previous game.
Company, this is the moment of truth. You will not fear. You will not falter. You will not give a single step to the enemy.
But sir, if you will not serve in combat, then you will serve on the firing line.
Enemies of the Imperium, hear me. You have come here to die. The immortal Emperor is with us, and we are invincible. His soldiers will strike you down. His war machines will crush you under their treads. His mighty guns will bring the very sky crashing down upon you. You cannot win. The Emperor has given us his greatest weapon to wield. So make yourselves ready. We are the 1st Cronus Regiment, and today is our victory day.
Okay, so their base is over here. Oh yes, I've done this.
Alexander, this is your last chance. We purge this world under the authority of the Chapter Master of the Blood Ravens. Withdraw your men to orbit. and our conflict can still end peacefully.
Yes,
I
my
have the
lord.
utmost respect for the
Heresy
Emperor's
grows
Space
from
Marines
idleness.
and their
He who
millennia
stands
of
with
service
me shall
captain
be my
fuel.
brother.
But my orders are explicit and come directly from Segmentum Command. I
Yes,
cannot
most
withdraw.
beneficent
Then
one.
the time for talk is over.
Okay. So this one's a bit different because it's a stronghold. We've got different objectives, and these require a bit more work from us. Also, as well, the guard are going to fight hard here.
My faith is my shield.
So they've got a lot of territory, a lot of ruined buildings they can take cover in, lots of command points over there, tons of generators, and yeah, a lot of stuff. So this battle might take a while, but hopefully we'll get through it. And already, there we go, we have a Chimera.
Taking damage for the Emperor. Target their vehicles. Target their vehicles. At your command.
This is our veteran, so he's already fully upgraded.
Praise the Emperor.
I'm gonna give this guy a flamer. I'll move you out of the way.
I await
If I will
your
have you all build a
I will
list.
do as you ask.
The Emperor protects.
Yeah, this is what I mean about like them making a bit of a start. Once this combat begins, that's it.
We stand ready.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. My aim shall not falter, for the honor of the chapter. My aim shall not falter.
And you also can't reinforce the veteran either, so like once he's on his own, that's it.
For the glory of the Imperium.
Let's have some tactical squads.
I await your instructions.
What would you have me do? My aim shall not falter.
Charge.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My faith is my shield.
Oh shit, my veteran died. Okay, that's not good. That's okay though. We can get him back later.
Direct us. Marine squadron awaiting orders.
Oh, no, he's still there. He's just
The enemy must
wounded.
be nearby.
We'll put you there, closer, so you're prioritised.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
I just liked how that guy was just Naruto running towards the enemy.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
I await your instructions.
RE2.
As you ask. With
Marine
all
squad
haste.
deployed.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
We are
This
the
day shall
Emperor's
be a
chosen.
glorious one for the Imperium.
Ever vigilant.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
We
So this
stand
guy can't
ready.
attack. He's got his own squad, so I'm going to have him stay behind.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
Of the
At your
squad.
command.
Well, I'll have Angelos
I
attach
serve
these guys.
mankind.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
I need more generators as soon as I can.
Yes, most beneficent one.
At
Initializing
your
current
command.
protocol.
105 power, and I haven't got any power whatsoever.
At your command. What's your order?
So I'll have my veterans stay here.
Moving out. We are the Emperor's chosen.
So the good news is the units heal over time, and their morale will always come back, so that's good.
We stand ready.
He who stands with me
We
shall be
stand
my
ready.
brother. I serve mankind. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Fear denies faith.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Alright, let's start getting some more power generators up as well.
Build routine 721 initiated.
And we can upgrade our Fortress Monastery, let's do that.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Oh, enemy presence over there.
By my
Taking
command,
damage.
attack!
Fear denies faith.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. My aim shall not falter!
Securing objective.
Oh, actually, they've all got silver winged skulls on their chests. I thought it was just a veteran, but no.
Confirmed.
It is a bit disappointing there's not really much to distinguish the veteran from
Yes,
the
most beneficent
others. Like,
one.
I get it.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, it's probably a pain in the arse from a development point of view to do that. Let's grab this. Oh, any more power.
I await your instructions. Yes, most beneficent one. I will do as you ask. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
On alert, brothers. The enemy.
Oh, grenade launchers. Okay, great. We need our...
Direct us to the enemy.
What do we really do with him
My
there?
power armor will protect.
To the skies. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Initiating attack protocol
Beware the
23.
alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Let's see if I can shoot him from down here. Yep, so we're adding a bit of fire support there. Fantastic. Let's upgrade that. Let's improve our acquisition gain. Any more power? How much is it costing me to do that? Right, let's upgrade the requisition gain of all power generators. Let's improve the power
Yes, Lord.
generator of all generators.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Heresy grows from idleness.
I probably do want to capture this point down here.
Glorious one for the Imperium.
Fear denies faith. Objective log. Objective acquired.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
So the problem with this area here is that you get negative cover.
We stand ready.
So we've got to be careful when
Yes,
we're in there
Lord.
because we don't want to end up
Build routine
losing our
721
guys.
initiated.
What is your order?
Here
Taking
to
damage.
serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
What would you have?
to
me
a lot
do?
of hits. Yep, let's add a sergeant to you to keep morale up.
We stand ready.
Because we're space marines, we can probably withstand hits a lot easier than they can.
We stand ready. Ever vigilant.
We fight
I
for the
await
Emperor,
your
men.
instructions.
Take them down.
I want a listening post there.
Build protocol.
Faith is our
This
shield.
day
I
shall
want a
be
bunch of
glorious
squaddies in here
one for the
just to
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
prepare for any attackers. Let's get these upgraded. Can't afford him yet. I really want some Grey Knights.
Yes, my
Give
lord.
me Grey Knights. Oh, I can afford them. Great. We'll have some Grey Knights. There we are. Right, we've got our elite unit. So every, as I say, every army has its own elite unit.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one.
I think for the Imperial Guard it's the Kazrakin or Kazakin, so they're like jump pack troopers with hotshot lasguns. I couldn't tell you the other units. Tau have, I want to say they have
Praise the Emperor.
recruit hunting packs. I think they're like quite good. I think, unless I was just the
Yours to command.
come on.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
Yeah, I forget what the Taus
Suffer not
was.
the witch to live.
What would you have me do?
You can only have one of each. Necrons, it was the pariahs, so I think that's like a mixture of humans and Necrons.
Yes, most
Like, I think it's humans put.
beneficent one.
I think it's psychic
Yes, most
humans
beneficent
put
one.
into something or other. Yeah, put into the biofurnaces.
Yes, Lord.
And they're like exceptionally good units because they can regenerate a lot.
Yes, Lord.
We can have a machine spirit thingy as well. We can have a thermoplasma generator, but not yet. So it doesn't
Strike them down with all your might! Strike them down with all your might! The Emperor protects.
Faith is our shield. Our faith makes us strong.
Okay, so where's it go? Because it's really tough to choice as to what we're going to hit first, because we can go down here, but I think they've got what are our objectives? They've got a load of stuff. It's not just get it here. It's like we've got to travel the map and make sure their artillery's taken out, for example. So we're probably going to need tanks for that. But yeah, can I have the...
Beneficent one,
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
What are your needs?
We've got an apothecary, great. So we can attach an apothecary to...
Who requires
No.
my aid?
I'll
Leading squad. What are your needs?
attach you to... I can't attach you to the veterans, okay. I'll attach you to... Can't attach you to them. I'll attach you to these guys then.
Requires my aid.
So the apothecary there, he's going to heal the units. Apothecaries in basically every army have like white armor to distinguish them. They're not really medics as such, they're more xenobiologists, and they're there also as well to extract the gene seed. In the same way that, like, for example, in the medieval period, the doctor is there to
With its gates unbarred and
oh,
unguarded.
nice. Hey, they give him the updated armor now, he's giving him blue armor. Yeah, librarians have blue armor typically. He's got a power sword there. Very nice, his psychic hood. Pretty cool all around. Yeah, it's like a medieval period, for example, was more like there to put you out of your misery with the Misericordia, which is like a sort of like a blade to offer you a coup de grace rather than
your instructions.
rather than actually patch you up.
Your banner flies here once more, brother. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Right, just remind me, what do I need for these again? Armories, orbital relays.
Yes, most beneficent one.
The enemies of man cannot stand before
Oh,
us.
I've got that armory.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Sentinel there. Very nice.
Fear not, Psyker. Feel my wrath. Today the enemy shall know fear.
Yeah, this guy can hold up. Hold him off, no problem.
Knowledge is pride.
Look at the Grey Knight's just been sent here to deal with the Imperial Guard.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Rhino transport might be a good idea. I suppose we could have one. Or a chaplain in our ranks as well, why not? With assault squad, if I have a couple of assault squads, upgrade them. Because we've got tons of requisition and power. We can upgrade that. Oh, we could upgrade our power gain as well. Nice.
Faith is our shield.
So, yeah. Yeah. Right, sorry about that.
We will purify this place.
Alright, yep, you go ahead. I'll give you that. Give you flamers. We are going to need missile launchers and plasma guns now. Well, I'll give you a mix of both. Oh, you want missile launchers then?
Death or eerie poison of witches.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
The Emperor guides my blade.
So I mentioned before, but the symbol there of the I guess that was like what looks like a temple, or like walls and a roof.
We are united in his service.
Death from above.
I'll send you guys ahead.
Awaits.
That's the Cadian Gate symbol. The Cadian Gate is basically like the first wall of defense against the
Walk softly and
Um,
the gun.
against chaos emerging from the warp.
Space Marines. Oh, this will be ugly. Today, the First Company, hold the enemy back, no matter the cost.
Okay, so destroy the First Company's forward base, which is here. Okay, and an infantry company has a strong forward base, destroy all the installations, then stop attacks on your troops.
You won't take Victory Bay that easily. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
We stand ready.
This is the judgment of the righteous! Scum!
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Venerate
Hey, you want to get stuck in, guys?
charge.
The Grey Knights, as cool as and powerful as they are not necessarily all that great. I think they, if I'm not mistaken, they're like a war with the Space Wolves. Oh, Rhino, do you want to get out there? Well, you're not meant to be here yet.
Your wise counsel
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
One chance is all I need. There is no such thing as innocence.
They've got an assassin.
What would you have?
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Alright, we'll destroy their forward base.
Can stand before us.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Strike them down with all your
I
might!
serve mankind.
Yes, my lord.
My
We
power
have purified this
There
place.
is no such thing as innocence.
Heresy grows from idleness.
This is the judgment of the righteous!
Fear denies faith.
I stand ready. At your command.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Look at you with a hand, so let's help them out.
Praise the Emperor. Praise the Emperor.
Let's have a look. You've lost your flamer, your heavy bolter.
Now you will see what it means to face the Imperial Guard. Artillery,
This day shall
open
be a
fire.
glorious one for
An
the
open
Imperial.
mind is
Oh,
like
hello,
a
that's their
fortress
assassin.
with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Onward to glory.
So they got artillery batteries down there and there. Okie dokie.
Orders received, brother. The battlefield awaits. Yes, my
Hello,
lord.
Tim Priest.
Securing objective.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
We are
The enemies of
Emperor's
man
chosen.
cannot stand before us! Strike them down with all your might!
Knowledge is power.
Direct us to the enemy.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
So they're going to be attacking roughly around this line here. Hello? Where's that then?
Awaiting orders. None shall stop us. We have purified this place. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Excellent.
Moving out.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Apothecary here. Direct me to the injured. We are the Emperor's chosen. Precision secure.
Well, let's have some tanks. Improve our stuff for the units.
Yes, Lord.
Awaiting orders.
So fortunately, because we've got Space Marines, we're generally okay against our flamer.
Flames. Purge.
Yes, in the last campaign we were not okay against them.
Heresy grows from idleness.
So it looks like we're generally safe to go this way. I'm going to stand up here just to
On
want the
alert,
fort.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
An open mind is like a fortress.
Alright, I'm going
with
to send
its
2
gates
lots
unbarred and unguarded.
outward of
I
our
shall
weapons.
never tire. At your command, through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation. I shall never tire. I can sense the enemy. They are close.
So there's the artillery strikes.
Look out! Here they come!
Stand ready.
Second Mechanized Company. The enemy is at your doorstep. Push them back, damn it!
Oh, they got a Bane Blade. Oops, a daisies.
To the skies. Charge.
Fear not sight.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
I don't try to cast a bad spell on our own guy. That's not good. Yeah, take out that, please. Oh, yep. Our Blood Raven's squad here is dying. That's not good. Let's take that out.
I stand ready.
These guys are generally doing okay.
Venerate the immortal emperor.
Yeah, Bane Blade is like their super heavy tank.
Yes, my lord. At your command.
One of each weapon once we get them fixed up.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
In fact, you know what? I might actually just give you heavy weapons. Like the proper heavy stuff to really bust tanks and vehicles.
Cleanse. Purge. Yes, my lord.
Knowledge is power.
Fall back and recruit. Destroy the armor. Commencing attack. Direct us to the enemy. This is the judgment of the
Fear
righteous.
not sight.
Scum.
At once.
That's my command.
This is the judgment of
So
the
that alone produces the Bane Blade.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Fear denies faith. Strike them down with all your might. Cleanse.
The enemy has knocked out Second Company's fire control
Commencing
system.
attack.
Our air support is gone.
Oh, air support. Nice. Okay. Yes, of course, because it would be. If this is a mechanized commander, it's going to be their. It's going to be their vehicles.
None shall stop us. Commencing attack. None shall stop us.
Minefield there, which we're going to run into apparently to destroy.
Initiating attack. 23. For the glory of the Imperium. For the glory of the Imperium.
So one of the things about minefields and the like in the First World War, this is where we start to see mines being deployed,
Orders received.
was the artillery would be used to try and maybe bring them down, but it wasn't really working out all that well for them. It was also meant to take out barbed wire as well, but it just didn't really actually affect the barbed wire all that much.
Destroy the armor.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Understood.
Look at that, send everyone. Ooh, Kazraken! Let's have a look at that gear.
We're under fire! Third Company, hold the line!
Venerate
The
the
Emperor
immortal
demands
emperor.
it!
Oh shit! Everything of the Emperor's back.
Did I just hear one of the... Oh, shit!
Recruit. Yes, my lord.
Push back the front line, men. We won't let you down, sir.
None shall stop us.
Venerate the immortal emperor.
Faith is our shield. Commencing attack.
I stand ready.
Fear denies faith.
I stand ready.
We stand ready. Direct us. Regrouping. Orders received, brother.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. My knowledge is at your disposal.
Regroup. Direct us to the
Fear
enemy.
not sight.
Squad morale. Stay vigilant, brothers. Cleanse. Urge. Kill. We are the Emperor's chosen. Ever vigilant.
Yeah, we can trust them to deal with that.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
And, oh yeah, that's a thought as well. Whoops, the daisies. What's this? It's artillery, we still need to deal with that. So, the artillery battery is down this way, so that would be here across the bridge. Okie dokie.
I stand ready.
So, for the most part, we're safe here. Just need to move our guys down.
Direct us to the enemy.
We got those tanks, haven't we?
Faith is our shield.
Okay, upgrade last cannon, last cannon.
Shall not die on this day.
Capture.
Whirlwinds. Ooh. Yeah, let's increase our vehicle cap, eh? Can we upgrade anything else? Can we study anything else? I don't think we can. Why? Why can we not understand? Orbital relay. How do I get the orbital relay? Let's play. Oh, you get the orbital relay, don't you? By oh, never mind. Here it is. Oh, it's interesting as well. If you look here, it doesn't actually tell you what company they are. It used to tell you, like, oh, they're the, you know, like, second company of the Blood Ravens or whatever. It doesn't tell you that anymore. It's interesting. It's just told that, yeah, they're just of this chapter. So you've got 3 distinct companies. So you probably have, like, 1 main line or 2 mainline ones, and then you have, like, a reserve battle line
There is no such
to
thing as innocence,
swell the
only
ranks.
degrees of guilt.
Right, they got tanks there. That's not wasting time. Oh, hello. Build all structures as Marines in a single match is my achievement.
Liberators, the enemy has made it to the northern shore. Redeploy to drive them back.
Returning to battle.
Predator at your command.
The Emperor guides my blade.
An easy objective.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Through the
Oh, no, mind. Oh, we're going through.
Regroup.
Around is no longer an option. We're going through the objective.
Predator at your command.
We're sending the tank in and just saying fuck it.
The Emperor guides my blade.
It's the first step on the road to disappointment.
We need to take out that thing because it deals missile damage, and those are better against vehicles.
We bring his
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Weapons at ready. It is time.
I stand ready.
What is your order?
His will be done. We bring his will. Predator at your command.
I stand ready.
The artillery batteries are around... where? Here, apparently. Which means we'd have to go... Ah, we have to go through there, okay. Alright, tanks. We're going this way.
The machine spirit is prepared.
Faith is our shield. Taking heavy fire. Fear denies faith. Yes, my lord.
I can't be taking the long and dangerous way around.
Predator at your command.
One of my favourite minis in Warhammer is the heavy weapon team.
Predator tank here. Predator at your command. Approaching target. We bring his fire. Predator at your command. We will destroy the Predator at your command. We bring his will.
Consolidating position of the objective.
At your command. We bring
Taking
his
damage.
will. Predator tank here. As you command. Approaching target. We will destroy the enemy. Predator at your command. Moving out. Approaching target.
Yeah, taking out the
We will
artillery.
destroy the enemy. Predator at your
Yeah, artillery is my favourite thing in like a sort of strategy game. Like in war now, I just build loads of artillery and just pound the ground,
an easy
which is like I have a mate who I play with. Is like he's like, yeah, go for it. Bring your artillery army over. It's like I'm not good at it, but you know what? It's like I can put down pressure. I'm doing something.
The psycho.
I can go, Mummy, I'm helping. I love last I'm helping.
To glory.
I'm doing good.
Predator
and I'm not really, but
Ever vigilant.
like to be told I am.
To the skies. To the skies.
So yeah, as of this,
For the glory of the Imperium. Fear our wrath. The enemy is attacking.
We will destroy the enemy.
as of this year, there's not really going to be many more updates for Dawn of War. So
Lord, I shall obey. Initializing build
what we
protocol.
get now is kind of going to be it, really.
Approaching target. As you command.
So down this way is bad news. So we've got to try and get as many more places under our control as we can.
Captured.
I accept the challenge.
Yes, Lord.
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
One chance is all I need.
Where are our builders?
Taking
Yes,
heavy
Lord.
fire.
Yes, Lord. As you wish. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Fear denies faith.
Here to serve. Yes,
Right, you
most
are going to build
beneficent
some
one.
turrets here because it's obvious that
Build routine 721
We
initiated.
stand ready. The enemy is attacking. Orders received.
we're in a bit of trouble there. Right, I need. How do I get my Terminators? Hey, there was my Terminators. I thought they were Dreadnoughts for a minute. Let's have some assault Terminators.
Awaiting orders.
I can't have them all because my vehicle capacity. Oh, it's not maxed actually. Well, we can have more vehicles. Great.
Yes,
Command
Lord.
post is being built. Well, we're about to build a command post.
Squad broken.
One squad's broken.
Terminators ready. Squad morale restored.
We are
I will
taking
do
damage.
as you ask.
We stand ready.
Where? Where is this happening?
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
Why don't I just click?
At your command. Orders received, brother.
In fact, you know what, I'm going to scout around here and just see if there's any enemies hiding
We will
anywhere.
crush the enemies of the Imperium. The enemy is attacking.
Oh no, not a single sentinel.
Yes, Lord. Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Taking heavy fire.
Withdraw and regroup.
Whirlwind here.
Back into the fray.
As you command.
My will is undone.
Whirlwind here.
Regroup.
I wonder where they're going.
Initiate a tactical withdrawal.
Where? What are you talking about?
Back into the fray.
Here to serve.
Emperor, protect us.
Build routine 721
Is it the guard that's
initiated.
talking or what?
My will is undone.
Yes, Lord.
It's a commissar.
Regroup. Initiate a tactical withdrawal.
Predator at your command.
Back into the fray.
Is prepared.
In fact, you know what?
Withdraw and regroup.
Now I get to see the Titan. Or rather just a piece of it.
Go, go, go! On my command, fire the Titan cannon. Fire!
That's what that's going to do.
Recharge. I want that gun firing again.
So the idea is it's going to kill anything that's in that trench.
Brothers, regroup! My will is undone.
Predator at your command.
Brothers, regroup! My will is undone.
So we're going to get over this chasm
Brothers, regroup!
in 60 seconds, otherwise it recharges and does it all over again. Oh, there's the commissar there with his Ogren bodyguard. Focus fire on that squad there.
Commissar Gebbet has fallen, General, and your soldiers are in open revolt. Surely you can see the end is at hand.
The blood of the Emperor's servants is on your hands, Space
He
Marine.
who stands with me shall be my brother.
So, now we've killed the commissar, these guys are on our team.
Titan cannon power grid is under attack.
These are the
Redirect flight to
85th
protect it and initiate repairs.
I will ease the machine's
company?
pain.
Just keep it
easy company.
online, Tech Priest.
Loving the colour scheme, not just because it's red, I mean, who am I kidding? Oh nice, they've even got Kazakin as well. I need to know how to pronounce it. Is it Kazakin or Kazrakin? Because I've heard different pronunciations. So yeah, and what they're going to do is they're going to line up here. Oh, this is enough for them. They're going to charge into here, and because they're allies, we can find it. They'll actually give us visibility.
Follow me.
Regimental bodyguard. Ooh, nice. So this is a special squad. Honor guard to protect the Governor Militant Alexander.
Time for payback.
South of Civil Cronus.
Protect those generators, men.
Follow me into battle.
This is the judgment of the righteous, scum!
There we go. And this is what's powering up the Titan. Oh nice, they're actually just chasing a tank down there. And we're going to get to see what happens if they don't move back. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Protect those
3,
generators, men.
2, 1. Yeah. That's what happens.
Predator tank here.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Here to
disappointment.
serve.
Right, send our Servitor down this way.
As you wish.
And hopefully
I
he
exist to
can
serve.
get there safely.
Yes, Lord.
And if he can, we can take over the Titan gun. It's one of our secondary objectives. We don't have to do it, but it's way more fun.
Yes, Lord. I exist.
As fun as, you know, building generators possibly can be, but
Lord.
yes. Oh yes, we also want to have a unit capture.
Direct us to the enemy.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord.
Plasma generators completely generate. Oh, hello. I don't know what he's doing there. I'm guessing he's like an Ogren sergeant of some sort. So I think that there's the Ripper gun, I think. The idea being it has to be simple enough for an Ogren to use because they are very simple-minded. But that said, in fact, despite being simple-minded, they can be.
Beneficent One.
Predator tank here.
They can actually have psychic abilities,
An open mind
meaning
is like a
that
fortress
psychic power is not indicative of
Time for payback.
cognitive ability.
Your battle cries here once more, brother.
And this is their Bane Blade. They're rushing into. So they actually do give us a bit of line of sight as well as to find out what's going on. So they've got Bane Blade, they've got a Lehman Raspal tank, they've got some turrets there. Yeah, so we don't want to just charge into that, do we? Right, oh, we should have some Terminator units by now. so that's handy.
Mission accomplished.
Hey!
Direct us to the enemy.
Yes,
I am
most
under
beneficent
attack!
one.
Protect those generators, men.
I await your instructions.
In fact, hang on a second. Should know the tank can.
For terror.
Oh yeah, so the more cannons you destroy, these generators you destroy rather, the longer it takes to recharge this cannon. Which is pretty cool. Now we want a listening person here, and now we want to start building our own generators.
The power grid is gone, but the Emperor is still with us. Give them hell, men!
They dare fire upon Space Marines?
To improve our vehicle cap some more. Hey, take control of the cannon. I need to fire the hell cannon. Cool. Alright, we can deep strike units. Does have to be somewhere I can see. That's put a bit of a dampener on things, but it's not entirely bad.
Deploy behind enemy lines.
Yeah, so Terminators are fascinating. Like I've bought the Crux Terminatus box, of course, to
For the Imperium. Back into the fray! Heresy grows from idleness.
Predator tank here. Predator tank here.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw
Yes,
breath, there can
Lord.
be no peace.
I await your instructions.
I'll build the chapel barracks here.
I will do as you ask.
I love the ship designs. Even if they make no sense, they're so cool. It's almost orky just how like blocky and unrealistic it is.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, Lord.
No, we got a Hellhound.
Fear not the Psyker.
We are the Emperor's
Do we have any assault squads?
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
No, don't let it lead you. Do not let it lead you. Just stay here.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Under fire.
Your will. A
Oh,
moment of
shit, I'm
laxness
actually getting
spawns a lifetime of heresy.
some bells
Once
busting down.
more, we go to battle. We
Right,
simply
let's stand here and let's upgrade our forces a little bit. Let's have a look at them.
Yes.
Actually, that's a thought. What colour are their grills? Because I'm thinking, what colour am I going to paint them? And what colour? Oh, that's the thing. So the sort of like pipe work is actually red, not black. Because I've been painting it black and it looks shit. So that makes sense. So I need to redo that tonight. The Crux Terminator is actually silver here. When
We have purified this place.
I've been painting gold. The idea with that is on the shoulder there, it's actually supposed to contain a little bit of the Emperor's Golden Armour, but obviously with as many Space Marine chapters as there are, with as many Terminator squads as there are, how much of that gold is going to be there sort of goes with the idea that like just because something is canon doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
Make way. Your will. Yes.
Taking hits.
There's a bit of a delay between teleportations, so
By his glorious name.
so these guys have had an update in their model range.
We shall prevail. Once more, we go to battle. We shall prevail.
This guy should be shrugging a fucking bolt for
Once more, we go to battle.
Right, I want a load of servitors. I can't have a load of servitors.
I await
Great.
your instructions.
Right, let's build 10 of these
The
thermoplasma
enemy's
generators.
building generators to feed power to the Titan cannon. This will allow them to fire the great gun.
Cease and
Damnation!
repent.
Attention, all troops! The enemy has control of the Titan gun. Use extreme caution when passing through the trench.
Cease and repent.
He says, you know, having killed his own men. Oh, I've lost easy company now.
Praise the Emperor.
Would you actually move and shoot them, maybe? Right, where's my other builders?
I await your
Put
instructions.
you down here.
I exist to serve.
In fact, you know what? I'd actually just, it'd be faster just building new builders.
Build routine 721.
So yeah, this adds so much more time to the mission. Ah, my terminators don't need much healing, that's good. Yeah, so these guys have been re-released in like Primaris scale now, so that's quite good. It's this stuff that's actually giving me the most gruesome to do at first.
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
Vindicare, that was... That's the assist. Yeah. That's good enough, right? So these are... Ooh.
What is your will? Initializing build protocol. Yes, Lord. I exist to serve. What is your will? I will do as you ask. Yes, most beneficent one.
Onto
Build
what we
routine
do.
721 initiated.
Build any more units as and when we need them. Oh dear, we're actually taking a lot of hits there. First one, the Lake Hazakin. Yep, makes sense.
None shall wait for command. None shall survive. Cease and repent. Taking damage. None shall survive. Your will.
I await your instructions.
Yes. None shall stand up. Where do you need us?
Yes, no, you got the lightning claws and thunder hammers and things like that. The problem with the new ones, I think, is some of the rules are a bit cack for them. Like, they're not exactly great anti-vehicle things. Cause it used to be like, you know, if you had a power maul, you could punch a hole in the tank, but you could literally like grab a piece of the tank and lob it. So like, such was like the sort of strength that you were dealing with against power mauls. Again, thunder hammers were meant to break through a lot of defences and things like that. Lightning claws, exceptional anti-infantry. And I hear it's like, oh, the shield gives you +1 to wounds. It's like, yeah, it's all a bit boring, you know. Bodyguards as well.
Back into the fray.
Well, that thing's going to make Bane Blades, so I need to make sure I can deal with that soon.
Back into the fray.
In fact, you know what am I doing? Let's just teleport in.
We must withdraw.
Kneel down, get ready, and...
Withdraw and regroup.
By his glorious name. Yes. We shall.
Yeah, teleportation is incredibly risky, because it's like... It's not like if teleportation was real in our world. It uses the same rules, where like, if you want to teleport somewhere, imagine you want to say, right, I want to teleport, I know, 5 feet away, immediately. The Earth will have moved in that amount of time, and it's like, all of a sudden, like, you end up in space, you know?
To the rally point!
Because the Earth has moved so far, so quickly in that time. What are you actually gonna do, you know? I'm just getting targeted. Absolute madness. We need to take out some of the buildings. Have I got any other Terminator squads?
Our faith holds us. Taking the rally point!
Land Raider, yes, it's a Land Raider.
Regrouping.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
I'll tell you what. Let's attack ground.
Returning to battle.
Oh, we're actually dying big time. Terminators really should not be struggling this much against it. I get the Kazakin, fine, you know, they've got hotshot lasguns. That is going to sort of punch through armour. Come on, this is Terminator armor. It's one thing I never really liked about.
This is Governor Militant Lucas Alexander. Your commander is dead. Yes. You cannot win. Lay down your arms or be destroyed.
They do not have a prayer. Rhino transport is prepared.
Oh yeah, I'll just do as much. In fact, you know, let's teleport to here to recuperate. We can't teleport to this location. Would you like to explain why we can't? Like how I've had to get this close to use my whirlwind. Good God.
His wrath falls from the heavens.
Okay, so our Terminator's dead. Great. Land Raider, let's move it in.
Transport here. We bring his will. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His wrath falls.
It's completely unbothered. Let's keep building thermogenerators.
I shall obey.
Taking hits.
Initializing build protocol. I await your instructions. Yes, Lord? Yes, Lord. I will do as you ask. Here to serve.
It's the minefield that's blowing him up.
Build routine 721 initiated.
He's got damn good work ethic though, hasn't he, to just keep putting up with it.
Fear not the psycho.
To the rally point.
Yes,
Alright, I'll get you out of there.
as you wish. Yes, most beneficent.
That might be what, that's probably putting a bit of a dampener on things, isn't it?
Our faith holds
Hope
us.
is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Right, here we are with the Land Raider now.
The machine spirit shall protect us. We will destroy the enemy. Death has arrived.
I just want to get rid of as many of these buildings as I can.
We bring his will. Death has arrived. Death has arrived.
Here to serve.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
I await your instructions.
In fact, let's build that there, and then we are good to go.
Yes,
Under
Lord?
fire.
Nuclear system.
The machine spirit is prepared. Approaching target.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get rid of as many of these buildings as I can because,
Easy objective.
well, the infantry are just going to keep coming. But if we can kill
Will be done.
buildings, we can stop the infantry.
Death has arrived.
To deal with this exclusively, this. Yeah.
Has arrived. As you command.
Yeah, so Land Raiders you can't upgrade any further because I think it's just because it's like you're super heavy.
We will destroy the enemy.
It's all it's gonna.
Approaching target.
it's not going to need much more than what it already has. And Switzerland's not really a tank army anyway, so... Alright, Regimental Guard, Bodyguard's probably going to be the best thing to take out right now. And now we've built these generators, we can now, at last, control the Titan cannon. So, go fire the cannon into the trench, killing the units there that are attacking. Alright, and now we just attack here. And we will send
Through the destruction of
everything
our enemies
here
do we earn our
into the fray against the Baneblade. Because we've got everything we need.
Yes, Lord.
If you want a travel barracks for infantry purposes, we've now got one.
Build protocol.
Predator at your command.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Taking damage. Yes, my lord.
Predator at your command.
Awaiting orders. Weapons at ready. It is time.
knowledge is power. Hide it well.
What's your order? Weapons at ready. Damage. It is time.
Predator tank here.
Baneblade's gonna be like a fucking jump scare in it.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
There it is.
We stand ready.
At your command.
Let's deal with that, because that's producing Baneblades. Predator's holding quite nicely there, actually.
Land Raider armored transport here.
Hey, fire the gun again. And now we can fire it every 30 seconds. Rather than...
Land Raider armored transport here. We bring his will.
For the glory of the Imperium.
Land Raider at your disposal.
We can fire it every 30 seconds rather than
We will destroy the
every 60.
Scum. The Emperor guides my blade. Strike the
approaching target. Land Raider armored transport.
There we go! So we've done all our secondary objectives, now we've just got to take the main base.
attack formation.
I'll have the Land Raider go straight on in.
Enemy sighted.
These space marines are gripped by madness, men.
Orders
They fight
received,
against the Emperor's
brother.
holy will.
I will not be called a traitor, General.
You haven't silenced me yet, Blood Raven.
I speak his word. Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Land Raider armored transport here.
Orders received, brother. Stay vigilant, brother.
Now we just go in and just do as much damage as we can. Forces we have. Ultimately, it depends on our Land Raider taking out the base. And there we are. The Governor has been dealt with.
The command post is gone. We can't hold them back much longer. We can't allow the Titan cannon to fall into their hands. Overload the core.
For the Emperor!
There is a canonical leader for
The Blood Ravens leveled the Governor Militant's palace in Victory Bay. They brought an end to a sad conflict within the Imperium. Both Captain Thule and Governor Alexander were acting under orders of their superiors, and neither could back down when those orders brought them into conflict. Captain Thule and Chaplain Nicholas went so far as to praise the slain governor for his stalwart dedication to his orders. With his death, they arranged for the transport of the surviving guardsmen off-world. Most were sent towards Segmentum Command, with testimonials that they had done their regiment proud. The Blood Ravens were less forgiving to the rebellious guardsmen of the 5th Company. Although these men had shouted their loyalty to the Emperor's Angels of Death upon the death of Commissar Gebbet, the Space Marines showed them no favor. Indeed, these guardsmen had taken up arms against their regiment, and the Blood Ravens judged them traitors to be executed.
So interesting. I'm probably actually going to use that as a story for my Sons of Malice offshoot, the Thrice-Born Baptists chapter of Chaos Space Marines, or Malice Space Marines, or Anarchy Space Marines rather. And yeah, maybe have like the 5th Company Guardsmen be like my traitor guardsmen for that when I get those, because I've got a squad of cultists. Now I got the Blooded Kill team. I got a Blooded Kill team, so I could say that actually the remaining 5th Company, the remainder of the 5th Company that fled, sort of like went to Chaos and then sort of came to Malice, because that's basically how all of my Thrice-Born Baptists came about. First they were loyal to the Imperium, then they were loyal to Chaos, and then they were loyal to Malice, hence the Thrice-Born. So I could use that as an excuse for the guardsmen to go traitor. Interesting here though, how they sort of turned around, how Easy Company, even though they were like completely destroyed by the game there, at this screen it just says, oh yeah, well, they actually died. So, because they turned traitor and helped the Blood Ravens, it's like, yeah. It's very interesting to see that contrast with the Imperium. How they treat treachery and things like that, and how even the Blood Ravens, who have no obligation to really sort of help the Imperial Guard in any way, had actually said, no, we don't trust you for that. And after the events of Dawn of War 1, who could blame them, you know? So, or the base game of this one, rather. So it's very interesting. Chaplain Mechalus is a figure I'll have to look into as well, to see if I can get them written into the 7th Company stuff for my Blood Ravens. But yeah. Interesting as well that the Blood Ravens, after wiping them out, transported them off-world. Or had arranged for them to be transported off-world to Segmentum Command. That's going to be very interesting. I think they're going to be watched very closely. So in fact, I will have a combat patrol of Imperial Guard coming, so I might actually make the remainder of the 1st Company Kronos Command actually be part of this combat patrol and say, like, this is what happened after they gave their testimonials. No kidding, okay. So there's different ways you can get war gear. So 3-to-1 kill ratio, that's pretty easy if I'm honest, if you're playing like an elite force like the Space Marines against a Horde army like the Imperial Guard. Not wholly surprising that I'd get a 3-to-1 kill ratio. So I get to choose another bit of war gear. I'm going to go for Plasma Pistol, does look nice. Sword does look nice. The Halo, the Veteran's Pauldrons I can't have yet. Yes, I can actually. Champion's Gauntlets, increases health and damage, custom increase. You can see all the stats down here as well if you want to choose what you want. The thing is, I keep attaching him to squads that aren't really great in melee, but he is good on his own. I really want something that's going to increase his health though. Yeah, I'm going to give him the Iron Halo. That emits like a personal force field. So yeah.
Congratulations. You have just conquered an enemy race's stronghold.
There we go. So we now got control of this area. It's got a strength of 10, so that's good. It's going to be hard for the word bearers to move in here. And because actually they're in like a 1 power area, they're going to have a really tough time. Unless the word bearers attack right now, I'm going to save the game. And end the turn, and we'll end this video here. But as you can see, we've taken a load of territory already. Yeah. Also, as well, I was talking before about how if you've never played a Total War game, there's other things I could talk about. If you've never played Total War before, what would happen is you could actually like click on a leader, for example, and communicate with them. So you could have, you could say like, hey, I want to trade with you, or I want to form peace with you, or I want you to declare war on this nation so we can both attack, and all that sort of thing. I think it's a really cool idea, things like diplomacy. It doesn't necessarily work here. It's why when you get into a game and you go on the menu, you might have like objectives menu, and then diplomacy, that's where it comes from, the idea of like talking to other players and whatnot. I don't think it comes necessarily from Total War, but you get the idea. So the word bearers we could attack next. We've got 1,000 requisition. What I will do is I will reinforce this area, because this is like a crucial point for me. So I'm going to absolutely add them and them. Decrease their strength to 5. This one I'm going to reinforce because that's really important to me. With that, and because I don't actually need any more stuff at the moment, I can do that. Requisition, do I get a total? Can I find out like how much requisition I've got right now? So I'm producing 100, 50, 225, 300 requisition, plus this place. So about 400 requisition a turn, which isn't bad considering what I'm getting. So yeah, so the next turn I'm probably going to take them and then just keep on moving. But this place is important because this allows me to move twice. So, yeah. Gain control of a relic of the Chaos Corn allows you to attract the controlling action 2 attacks per turn. You attack a second time on the turn in which you take over the area's Badlands. Nice. Did I read the archive for this? Because this is the end of the video now. So, yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of lore reading and then the video is yours. Thank you. Once the capital city of Kronos, Ironworks Bay stood abandoned and derelict for centuries before the Imperial Guard arrived. They have renamed the city Victory Bay in honor of their coming reconquest of the planet. The city of Victory Bay lies at the northern end of the temperate belt and is prone to long winters and rain much of the rest of the year. The provincial hinterland, however, stretches to the south, where agri-farms take advantage of the milder summers. Oh, that's another thing as well. There's something called an agri-world, which is like a world dedicated to farming. Worlds have their own designations. Some have a feudal world that has like basically technology that hasn't really progressed beyond like the medieval period, with some exceptions. You might have a primal world where it's like sort of like very pulp fiction, maybe like a bit of sword and sorcery, Conan the Barbarian sort of thing with dinosaurs and whatnot. You might have a death world that is like Catachan, that's so dangerous that you can't really do much on there, but you can still raise regiments on there, training exercises, but generally it's a bad idea. There's a lot of wildlife there you don't want to mess with. It might have a toxic environment. There's dead worlds, not because of death worlds. Dead worlds, just barren, no use to you whatsoever. There's what else is there? There's like aqua worlds and things like that, but agri worlds are dedicated to farming. You might think, oh, it's lush. It's like everyone wants to go there, right, for the farming life and whatnot. It's way better than working on like a forge world that is just, you know, dedicated to machinery and things like that. And the answer is no. These places are toxic hellholes. They're still massively polluted. They are covered in fertilizers. The hours are grueling. You might, if you're lucky, get to work with machinery. If you're not so lucky, you might get infused into it, or you might have to do things by hand, and you're producing the same crop type over and over again for years, until basically you collapse of exhaustion. They're not nice worlds. There are no nice worlds in the Imperium, short of like paradise worlds that are like so good that the Imperium doesn't really want to pollute them, and even then it's usually just like one part of the island. So like, for example, if we can look here, this might be the paradise part of the planet. The rest of it doesn't matter. We just want to preserve like this little patch here, or you know, this little island here. That's literally all we want, you know. Anyway, getting back to the reading. Propaganda leaflet dropped in major cities of northeast Cronus. Today is Victory Day. Citizens of the Imperium rejoice. Liberation from the yoke of alien domination is at hand. The Emperor rules us all, has sent his brave troops to face the tyrannical despots and mad heretics who have enslaved Cronus and return our world to his grace. I like the use of the capital H for a god. The alien invaders from the Tanpao stole Cronus from the Imperium, have abandoned and neglected the city of Ironworks Bay, your proper capital. They fear the might of the God Emperor, represented so clearly by the great Hellstorm cannon that watches over the city. Taken from one of the Emperor's own great Titan war machines, it is now in Imperial hands once again. To mark this first blow for liberation, Ironworks Bay has become Victory Bay by order of Governor Militant Alexander, leader of the brave soldiers of the Imperial Guard's 1st Cronus Regiment. Soon this victory will spread across Cronus as the Liberators strike against the aliens, heretics, and traitors who beset this fine world. Prepare for that day now. The chains of alien domination are for the weak, and you can break them. Revere the Emperor, honor his troops, earn his grace. So yeah. And much like how the Eldar were corrupted, it doesn't take much for the propaganda to take place, because like they lived in paradise. So why is someone saying that like we can be free of our chains and things can be so much better? Like, we've got everything we want. And the Eldar slowly, not so much slowly, it sort of became quite rapid really, went into absolute madness of carnal desires, and became the Drukhari essentially, and those who did not had to flee and hold their ground in what they believed in. But yeah, it was not easy. Right, I'm going to end. I'm just going to check actually if I reinforce something. Does it cost that much per turn? No. Okay, right, that's fine. So, yeah, I'm going to. I know I've saved the game enough times. Right, I'll save it now. Thank you for watching. Take care. Ta-ta for now. And I look forward to providing the next part soon, because Dark Crusade is a fantastic campaign. If you like this, you might well get on with Soulstorm. I've not played really much of Soulstorm besides a tutorial, so we'll see how that goes. And what army I'm going to play that I don't know. Maybe Sororitas. Who knows? Alright. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. And ta-ta for now. Bye.